Welcome to my channel, guys. This is my first video that I'm making. So on this video I want to discuss with regards to late applications. This is for those people who have been rejected, as well as those people who didn't apply. Yes, so those people have been applied. So in this video I'm going to discuss 3 strategies, right? These strategies, basically you're going to need your phone as well as the internet, or your laptop as well as the internet. So it so happens that it's almost end of December now, and January it's knocking. January is knocking, guys, and people are receiving rejection letters. People are panicking, thinking that they're gonna take gap years for 2026. I want you guys to listen to me carefully, right? In this time with technology, etc., you don't have to go to the university in order to get space, right? In order to apply, right? You don't have to go to university. Basically, I'm saying that don't go physically to the university. Don't do that thing of physical walk-in where you go to university to queue up. Don't do that. Rather, you have to do things online, right? You have to do things online. So I have 3 strategies for people who want to do late applications. I have 3 strategies. The first strategy is, I call it the uh, KZN. I call it the KZN loophole, right? This is a website called the CAO. Make sure you're going to type it. The CAO website, you have to click here. If you open it, you're going to see on the website, it says here 2026 digital walk-in. Digital walk-in means you don't have to go physically to the universities, right? Now, what is CAO? CAO is a platform whereby you can apply to colleges as well as universities of KwaZulu-Natal using one application, you see, and one application fee. So you have to come here, 2026 digital walk-in, and as you can see here, it says welcome to the 2026 digital walk-in portal, right? Welcome to the 2026 digital walk-in portal. It says apply now. DUT, MUT, UniZulu, and private colleges in KZN are still accepting new applications, right? Or change of minds. This is something I'll talk about in the second strategy. But for my first strategy is that you have to use this website to try and find some space, right? Now, if you look carefully here below the website, it says the service is available until 28 February 2026, right? 28 February 2026. And the only universities that are still open is DUT, UniZulu, right? MUT only. Unfortunately, UKZN is not longer accepting applications. UKZN is no longer accepting applications. So to apply, you have to click here, right? For a list of programs, you have to click here. To upload your documents, you click here. To submit a change of mind. Change of mind, I'll discuss it on the next strategy, but this is my first strategy. For digital walk-in guide, you can click here. frequently asked questions, you can click here. Video tutorials of how to apply, you can click here. To update your details, if you have already applied before, you can click here. Maybe you got rejected, right? For university contact details, you can click here. Our main focus is to apply here as well as here, right? This is our main focus, to check the list of available programs as well as applying. So we're going to click on list of available programs, and once you're here, it says all institutions. Let's say you want a specific institution, you can click on that specific institution, but only those which are opened, right? Which is the MUT, right? And the UniZulu, those that were mentioned on that first page, as well as DUT. Those are the only universities that are still opened in KZN. So just leave it at all institutions and you click on submit. When you click on submit, you go below, you'll see that it has a list of courses that are still opened. These are the programs or the courses that are still open, which you can apply for, right? So you have Bachelor of Arts in Creative Brand Communication full-time, Bachelor of Arts in Marketing, Bachelor of Arts in Marketing Communication part-time, Higher Certificate in Marketing Communication. So you have a list of courses that are still open. You can go to number 2, right? Or you can search. You can go here and you can write the program name, the one that you specifically want, right? So this is where you check which courses are still available. So we're gonna go back to apply, right? We're gonna click on apply. So when you want to apply, you start here and then you click on continue with applications. You fill up your ID number and then you click submit, and then a form will appear where you have to fill up a form, and then you're gonna fill up the form, your name, your surname, your address, and all your information. You have to fill it up, and then below you have to fill up your what is this? You have to fill up your program, the course that you want, right? So this is the first strategy. This is the first strategy if you want to do late applications. The first thing is this website called the CAO, Central Application Office. This is for the KZN institutions, right? Now going to the second strategy, right? The second strategy is to actually apply for universities that are still opened, like TUT, right? TUT, most of the time, they will show late inquiries or late applications, right? Let's write TUT late applications for 2026. It says here, University of Technology late applications are handled strictly online, meaning they don't want physical walk-ins, via their official website, which is that, right? So you go here, applications and late applications. If you read here, it says the Tshwane University of Technology's applications and late application process are fully online. They're still emphasizing that it's fully online, meaning no walk-ins will be allowed in January. No walk-ins will be allowed. And another important thing is that you must beware of scammers. If you notice on Facebook, in student groups like the NEFSAS group or any group, TUT group or CPUT group or UJ group, there are those people who on the comments they would post that, if you want space, WhatsApp this number. Those people are scammers, right? They're gonna ask you to pay a certain amount, and once you pay that amount, they disappear. Basically, they cannot give you space. They are scammers, right? So even on the TTU website, they clearly say that these individuals and companies either charge prospective students a fee to assist them with application and inquiries, or charge prospective students a hefty fee under the guise that they will guarantee their acceptance to TUT. So he says, do not fall for these scams. And this is an advice. These scammers are on WhatsApp, random websites, WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, and other social media platforms. This is a warning. Do not pay anyone who promises you space. So TUT normally has late inquiries. You can click here on apply, and then you can fill up your details, right? You can say I'm South African if you're South African. If you already have a student number, meaning if you have applied before at TUT, you can click yes. If you don't have student number, you can click no. If you have started an application which you didn't complete, you can say yes here. Are you returning to complete an application? You can click yes. If not, you can say no, right? And from there, you can fill up your name, surname, ID, email address, confirm your email, password, and then you click sign up. And then from there, it's going to take you to the application page where you're going to fill up your full application. And on the application website, you'll see it's going to show the courses that are still open at TUT. And those are the courses that you can only apply for. So, this is the second strategy, which is the TUT strategy, right? Now, the third strategy is UJ. UJ is another university that always have late inquiries. So if you type on the website UJ late applications, UJ late applications, they call it late inquiries. It says here late inquiries are closed, right? The university, let's open this. It says late inquiries are closed, meaning for now. Sooner, meaning around January, they might open late inquiries, right? They might open late inquiries. Just always make sure that you keep an eye on the UJ website. Always keep an eye on the UJ website. They might open for late inquiries, because what basically happens is that certain students that have been granted space, right, that have been accepted to study at UJ, not all of them will actually register, right? So if some of the students decide not to register, then the university will open the late inquiry so that they can fill up that space where uh, those students who decided not to continue with UJ, as they say, is that anybody who wants to inquire whether UJ still has space in a particular qualification or wants to change another course must use the late inquiry systems from, it says here, date and time will be confirmed. So which means UJ is still assessing the application to see those students who have been accepted, are they going to continue with uh, UJ or not? Meaning, for example, if I'm accepted at UJ, at the same time I'm accepted at TUT, I might decide that, you know what, I don't want to go to UJ anymore. I would rather choose TUT. And that opens up a space. That opens up a space at UJ. Meaning UJ would say, okay, now we have space for one person, and they're going to open their late inquiries for people to apply in order to get that space. You get it? So it says here date and time will be confirmed. Until date and time will be confirmed. So please note these dates are subject to change. Only qualification where UJ still have spaces will be available on the late inquiry system if you meet the entrance requirement. So as soon as there's space, right, at UJ is gonna open the late inquiry website for people to apply or to put in their late applications, right? So that's the third strategy. The fourth strategy is what I call the catch, or this is a government system. They call it the catch, right? This government system is called the Central Application Clearing House. You see, it says it provides learners. Let's open the website. This provides an opportunity to learners who have not yet received a place to study at the post-school higher education institute. So if you have not yet received a place to study, or if you have not been accepted to study at a higher institution of learning, this uh, system or this website helps you get space. So basically, what you're gonna do uh, is that you're gonna register on this website, right? You're gonna click here, login. You're gonna create your account, and once you do that, when the universities need someone to fill up a space, they will actually contact you, right? They will come to this website, meaning, for example, let's say vets, they want to fill up space for a certain course. They'll come to this website, catch, and then they'll check the learners that have registered on this website, and then they'll contact one of those learners to give them space, right? So it says here the catch service is free and aims to match applicants, right? Applicants' National Senior Certificate exam results, which is received directly from the Department of Education, and study preferences with places that need to be filled, right? So this service guarantees that applicant data will be made available to all institutions. This one is important. It says this service guarantees that applicant data will be made available to all possible institutions in the PSET system. You see, so universities or institutions or colleges, if they want to fill up spaces, they will come to this system, the PSET system, where they will find your details or your data, and they will take your data and then they will contact you and tell you, look, we have space. Remember, the universities have your, if they can have your ID and your results, etc., they will offer you a place. You see, they will offer you space. It says this service may resume for 2026 intake in January. Check out for the uh, Department of Higher Education website for more information. So you can check out the Department of Higher Education for more information. So this is the Department of Higher Education and Training websites. You can check this for more information, right? So basically, guys, uh, what you're gonna do on this website is that you're gonna give your ID and you're gonna give your marks, and they're gonna match you with any college that still has space. And this is free, and it's the only way to get place if you applied nowhere, right? So a quick warning is that UNISA, this was supposed to be my third, my how many? One, two, three, four. My fifth strategy, right? But unfortunately, UNISA is closed, and their semester one application or applications closed on 19 December, right? 2025. So if you see anyone on Facebook claiming that they can get you into UNISA, just block them. They are scammers. Stay away from those people. Right? So here's your homework. Number one, go to the COO website. This is a recap, right? You set a reminder for number two, set the reminder for 13 January to check TUT as well as UJ, right? I'm not sure about other universities. I'm still have to do some more research. I'm not sure if other universities will open. Number three is to subscribe to this channel, because the second those links go live, I will post them on the community tab. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I will definitely post links of universities that are still opened. I'll post them on the community tab on YouTube. So guys, don't give up. There's still time, there's still hope. You can still apply. You don't have to take a gap year. You can still apply at university. Keep on checking university social media pages. Like there's almost 26 universities, public universities, and they also have public colleges, right? So keep on checking their pages, keep on checking their websites to see if there's any space available. Don't give up. So this is it, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button. See you guys on the next video.